The red light above the reception desk flicks on, a small glow that makes everyone glance up. Footsteps slow. A breath catches. When the light is red, the boss is in, and whole conversations change before they even begin. You can almost hear the silence harden. Now ask yourself, when that light turns on in your life, a meeting, a message, a raised eyebrow, do you see an idiot or a different language you haven't learned yet? If you've ever felt your words bouncing off a wall, this is for you. Tonight, we're going to trade frustration for clarity, one color at a time. And before we finish, we'll return to that red light and give it a new meaning. Surrounded by Idiots is written by Thomas Erikson, a Swedish consultant who spent years helping leaders, teams, and families decode how people behave and talk past one another. He organizes everyday behavior into a simple color map, not to box you in, but to give you handles. The book started as a way to make workplace conversations kinder and more effective, then spread far beyond offices, because the pattern is everywhere, at the dinner table, on the train, in your group chat. Underneath it sits a well-known framework that clusters behavior into 4 styles and links them to colors so you can see them at a glance. The core idea is disarmingly simple. Most conflicts aren't about intelligence or intent. They're about a mismatch in pace, priorities, and language. Learn to spot the pattern, flex the way you speak, and you'll turn idiots into allies, or at least into people you finally understand. Here's the map. 4 colors: red, yellow, green, and blue. Reds move fast and push for results. Yellows radiate energy and possibility. Greens keep the peace and hold the group together. Blues measure twice, then measure again, because accuracy is how they respect you. Reds and yellows skew more extroverted. Greens and blues feel more at home on the quieter side. Most of us are a blend, but one color often leads on a normal day, and a different one can take over under stress. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's start with red. Picture the colleague who walks in with a goal already loaded. Their sentences are short. Their eyes ask, "What's the point?" Reds thrive on momentum. They love decisions, deadlines, and the feeling of moving the ball forward. If you stall them with long backstories, they'll think you're hiding the answer. If you need a choice, ask a red to choose. If you need a brainstorm, ask a red to choose fast. The gift of red is clarity. The shadow is bulldozing. How do you reach them? Lead with the headline. Be direct without fluff. Offer options, not open-ended maybes. And when you push back, do it with respect and data. Then let them own the decision. The moment a red sees you valuing time, they relax and listen. And when you earn their trust, they can be fiercely loyal. Now, yellow. If red is a flamethrower, yellow is sunrise. You know them by the laugh that fills a room, the story that leaps in 3 directions, the vision board that lives in their mind. Yellows connect dots others can't see yet. They sell the future. They bring strangers into a circle and make it feel like home. The gift of yellow is optimism and influence. The shadow is over-promising and losing track. How do you reach them? Start with possibility. Ask for their ideas before you list constraints. Keep meetings dynamic. Use visuals. When you need to land the plane, summarize in a few clear checkpoints and agree on the next small step. Follow up with a friendly note that captures decisions, or the wind will carry them away. If you honor their energy while giving it rails, yellow moves mountains because they want to, not because they have to. Green next. Greens are the heartbeat you don't notice until it stops. They remember birthdays. They sense tension before anyone else admits it. Their sentences are thoughtful and careful with soft edges. Greens stabilize the group and hold the long view when trends scream for attention. The gift of green is patience, loyalty, and an instinct to include. The shadow is saying yes when they mean maybe, and avoiding conflict until small problems grow teeth. How do you reach them? Lower the volume, slow the pace. Ask how decisions will affect people, not just numbers. Give them time to process before you demand an answer. If you need change, show them how you'll protect what matters during the change. And ask for their quiet read on the room. They've usually been right for weeks. Finally, blue. Blues are the ones who feel respect as precision. They reread the email before they send it. They add the source to the slide because it matters. The gift of blue is quality, safety, and truth-telling grounded in facts. The shadow is analysis paralysis and the tone that can sound cold when it's actually careful. How do you reach them? Bring evidence. Define terms. Don't exaggerate to motivate them. It backfires. If you don't know, say you don't know and commit to find out. Give them time to test assumptions. When a blue says, "I think there's a better way," listen. They probably already have a draft. You'll notice the tensions. Reds think blues are too slow. Blues think reds are reckless. Yellows feel greens hold back. Greens wish yellows would land their ideas before launching new ones. Put them all in one meeting without a common language, and you get exactly what you've seen 100 times. The red demands a decision. The blue asks for more data. The yellow pitches a new angle. The green tries to soften the edges so no one goes home angry. It looks chaotic, but if the leader, or anyone, names what's happening, it becomes choreography. We need a red timeline, a blue risk check, a yellow option set, and a green rollout plan that keeps people whole. Assign 5 minutes to each color. You've just turned noise into a plan. How do you spot colors quickly without a test? Listen for pace and focus. Reds cut to outcomes. Yellows leap to ideas and connections. Greens lean into people and stability. Blues drill into process and detail. Watch email length, calendar habits, and meeting posture. A red email is 3 lines with a decision at the end. A yellow email sells the vision. A green email wraps around the team. A blue email has bullets, references, and a question that clarifies scope. None of this is absolute. It's a first pass that helps you choose an approach that lands. Under stress, each color doubles down on its favorite tool. Reds push harder, yellows talk more and promise wider. Greens retreat into agreeable silence. Blues tighten standards until no one can pass. Your job isn't to shame the stress pattern, it's to offer the missing piece. With a stress red, introduce a small pause and one decisive next step that saves time later. With a stress yellow, write down the one promise that matters this week. With a stress green, create a safe one-on-one space and ask for their honest read. With a stressed blue, co-define good enough for now so progress can breathe. The trick is compassionate triage, not conversion therapy. Let's run a quick story you'll recognize. A product review. The red leader opens, "We ship Friday." The blue lead winces, "Our error rate is still above threshold." The yellow marketer is excited. "If we add a surprise bonus, the launch will trend." The green success manager says quietly, "Support is already stretched. How do we protect the team?" Without a shared language, they argue the same 5 points for an hour. With color-aware framing, they name the needs: date, quality, buzz, care. The room breathes. Then they sequence. Blue sets the minimum bar and the 2 tests that must pass by noon. Red commits to Friday if those pass and agrees to push if they don't. Yellow drafts the bonus, but only if blue signs off on complexity. Green proposes a weekend support rota with comp time baked in. Same people, same goals, new respect. That's the book in action. Now, flip the lens inward. What color do you lead with? Think of your last frustration. Did you want someone to speed up? That's red. To imagine more? Yellow. To be kinder to the group? Green. To be more precise? Blue. Your frustration is a clue to your values and to how others experience you when you're not flexing. Ask a friend which color they see you using when you're at ease and when you're under pressure. Don't argue. Listen. Your goal isn't to switch colors. It's to widen your range. Here's a compassionate warning from the book's spirit. This is a tool, not a tattoo. People are blends. Context matters. A blue at work can be a yellow with friends. A green who leads a team can show a red edge when the deadline hits. Labels can become cages if you forget that behavior is a conversation between a person and a moment. The value of colors is speed, fast empathy that helps you choose the right door. The wisdom is knowing when to try a different door. In close relationships, color awareness is a form of care. With a red partner, bring the bottom line early, then add feelings. With a yellow friend, dream big, then choose one small next step together. With a green sibling, discuss changes well in advance and anchor it in what stays the same. With the blue parent, share the facts and the plan, then the hopes. You're not changing who they are. You're speaking love in a dialect they can hear. And what about conflict? When the volume rises, lower your assumptions. Ask one clarifying question shaped to their color. For red, what outcome matters most right now? For yellow, which idea do you want us to try first? For green, what would make this feel safe for you? For a blue, what definition or data point would help us move? Conflict de-escalates when people feel seen. The colors are a shortcut to seeing. You might wonder if this is too simple. In a way, it is. People overflow any box you draw. But complexity without handles leaves us where we started, glancing up at the red light and bracing for impact. This framework gives you handles. It turns "why are they like this?" into "which lever should I pull first?" It invites humility. It invites choice. And it asks you to go first. Let's gather the threads. Red wants results and respect for time. Yellow wants possibility and room to influence. Green wants harmony and predictability. Blue wants accuracy and respect for the truth. When you offer each what they value, you earn the right to ask for what you need. When you flex, you lead, regardless of your title. And the people who once felt impossible start to feel human again. That's the real win of this book. It replaces contempt with curiosity, and curiosity with skill. So come back with me to that red light above the door. It turns on, and instead of bracing, you breathe. You remember that someone inside moves fast because unfinished things feel like a threat. You plan your first sentence to honor that. You lead with the headline, then you add the context, then you ask for their choice. And when you leave, the light hasn't changed color. You have. That's the moment the whole room feels different. Here's my invitation. In one sentence, name the color you find hardest to connect with right now, and the one change you'll try tonight when you talk to them. Drop that sentence below. Open the comment box, write it, and hit send. Save this for later or share it with one person who needs a kind of conversation today. We're building a community that doesn't wait for the light to turn green. We learn to walk in with wisdom together.